For decades, supermodel Elle Macpherson was on top of the world. The Aussie, known as The Body, was everywhere, from the runway to magazines, TV shows.
Where are you from?
Australia. I just moved here a couple of weeks ago.
And movies.
Ruth and I are recklessly in love, and that's most certainly enough for us. For now.
She was even the first model to host SNL.
It's great to be in New York.
A successful businesswoman and a mother of two, Macpherson appeared to have it all. But behind that seemingly perfect smile was a woman struggling with her self-image and addiction. Macpherson opening up about her personal battles in her new book titled Elle, Life, Lessons, and Learning to Trust Yourself. I was in a horrible downward spiral, she writes. Often, I would drink after I put my children to bed. I would sit down by myself and have shots of vodka. Her alcoholism eventually landed her in rehab. Getting sober renewed her commitment to health and led to a spiritual awakening. In 2014, the model and actress started her own wellness company. And in 2017, after being diagnosed with breast cancer and having 2 lumpectomies, she chose to go against her doctor's suggestions for conventional treatment, opting for a holistic approach, spending 8 months in Arizona undergoing alternative therapies. Macpherson writing about her decision. Saying no to standard medical solutions was the hardest thing I've ever done in my life, but saying no to my own inner sense would have been even harder. Years later, the now 60-year-old says she's in clinical remission and celebrating wellness in all aspects of her life. She writes, I have never felt better than I do now. We're happy to have Elle with us. Good morning.
Good morning. It's great to be here.
This book is a real journey, and you're so honest about the good times and the times that have been struggles. What made you want to tell this story and open up in this way?
Yeah, listen, I began in 2020, and which was kind of interesting because 2020 hindsight, right?
Yeah.
And I started to realize that a lot of things were being crystallized in my life. I felt like I was really coming into my own, and I just sat down and began to write because people were asking me advice on things, and it took 4 years. Because it's very considered. There's no stories in here, or I don't share anything unless it really has a purpose, and the purpose is what is the tool for us all to navigate life?
Well, I think what people are going to realize is you're a lot like every other woman. Like you were, it seemed surprising to us, but you were insecure in front of the camera. You didn't feel good enough. So many women walk through life to this moment not having that feeling, and people would say, but why did you have that feeling? How did you come through that?
Well, it's courage,
Yeah.
you know, courage to walk through those uncomfortable moments, get out of your comfort zone. And for me, you know, I wanted what modeling could bring me more than I wanted to be comfortable in front of the camera. And so practice makes progress, and progress makes process. And here I am today, you know, 40 years later, still doing the same thing, or in different ways.
Yes, of course.
I love how you wrote about sobriety because I think it's really inspiring. And you talked about going to an AA meeting and saying, why would I ever be embarrassed to go to an AA meeting? Maybe people should be embarrassed about what their behavior possibly when they're drinking or they're not sober. But your sobriety is something that is so precious to you and so hard fought.
Yeah, there's 2 chapters actually that were very important for me to write. There was the recovery chapter and the how. So one is about stopping drinking, and the other is about how to stay stopped. And I just felt that those chapters were really important for people who are struggling or who have questions about any kind of addiction, because it's not just drinking. I mean, we can be addicted to fear, we can be addicted to drama, we can shop, we can have, you know, emotional relationships when we don't really want to. So it's about really addressing those things that are behind the addiction, because the addiction is just a symptom.
Yeah.
And for me, drinking was just a symptom of other things.
What was behind it?
Oh, well, therein lies the journey if you read the book.
It's all in there.
No
it's
cliff
all
notes.
there.
Yes.
You got to read through. You know what? A lot has been made about your journey with breast cancer, and you chose not to go through chemotherapy.
Yes.
As I was reading this part of your book, it really hit me because I think there are a lot of women who've gone through breast cancer. I had too. And doctors give you multiple answers to the same question.
Exactly.
Some say you need chemo. Some say you don't need chemo.
Yeah.
Some say you can't make a mistake either way.
Absolutely.
So it really is a tricky choice. How did you come to your choice?
Well, exactly that. I saw many, many doctors, and there was no consistency in what to do.
We should point out it was not in your lymph nodes, so it made for multiple options.
Absolutely.
Okay.
And there was no real clear path, and there was no assurance either way, as you say.
Yeah.
And so the only thing you can do is go inside and feel what feels right for you based on all the information that you have, and make an educated, intelligent decision and follow it through 1,000%, dedicated, committed, persistent, and believe in what you're doing. And that's the same for all life. But interestingly, that chapter that talks about cancer, there's only one in the book. So if you want to get the book for that one chapter, there's a lot more in it than what you'll expect. It was really about how to navigate making choices when you're gripped with fear.
Yeah.
That's really the tool is, okay, it doesn't matter what the situation is, because we all have situations where we're confused.
And now you are cancer-free at age 60.
Yeah.
Tell me about 60. I kind of dig 60. Are you liking 60?
60.
Are you repotting? Repotting's my thing. How does it feel to be 60 in your skin?
I feel wonderful.
Yeah.
It feels like a new beginning for me.
Yeah.
I feel so alive, vibrant. I have a sense of vitality that I have never had before. I'm in love. My children are thriving. So I think many people feel that, at least in our parents' generation, that 60 was the end of the road. But I just feel so grateful for the life I've had, grateful for the experiences I'm having. And I feel enthused.
I am with you, girl. All the 100 with you. This book's full of life lessons, by the way. No matter what you're going through, what stage in your life, there'll be a little something there for you.
Yeah, like it's not just stories, but the takeaways and lessons learned along the way.
Important.
Elle, thank you.
Elle,
what a
thank
pleasure.
you.
You're so
welcome.
great to sit
Nice
with you.
having you here.
Hey, thanks for watching. Don't miss the Today Show every weekday at 11 a.m. Eastern, 8 Pacific on our streaming channel, Today All Day. To watch, head to today.com/allday or click the link right here.